Welcome back to another controversial video from a controversial commentary channel that's practically dead. But today I have news to tell you. A few hours ago, the Win2Z, or however the fuck you pronounce your name, a community manager of Twin Atlas RPG Games Discord server, just made an announcement saying it's on screen, you can read it yourself, and I'll also read it out in case you're just doing other things while listening. Basically, they said, to the Twin Atlas RPG Games community, as many of you are already aware, the TARPG titles such as Griffin Destiny, Animal Kingdom, and Wild Wolves are no longer receiving updates. You can read the official developer statement regarding these titles here, and I have no access. As development has wound down for these games, Discord activity has naturally slowed as well. Since we're unable to post about new contents or game updates, the server has become more of a place to reconnect and share memories, and we deeply value that. We truly appreciate the time, creativity, and community spirit you have all shared here. The space has meant a lot to many of you and to us too. Starting today, all chat channels in the server will be closed, except for, again, no access. We encourage you to use the channel to share your favorite memories and moments with the community before the server fully closes on October 17th, which is, I think, 3 or 4 days from now. Thank you for being part of this journey and helping this community grow. While this chapter is ending, it doesn't have to be goodbye. We encourage you to explore our other Twin Atlas communities and continue connecting with familiar faces here. And it's linked to a channel with appreciation, Twin Atlas community management team. Added for clarification, the channels will remain visible. Only chatting permission will be removed on the 17th. Well, TLDR, basically what's being said is that there are no updates for Griffin's Destiny, Wild Wolves, and Animal Kingdom. And since there are no updates, there is no growth in the games, and no growth means basically the Discord servers of those are also slowly shutting down. And so, you kind of expect that if you are a gaming studio or franchise or whatever that's trying to expand themselves with duplicates of each other, like each game having no like unique specialty and they're just all gimmicky, cosmetic, gacha like collection game, it loses like kind of this intimacy you have with your players and your player base. There's nothing special, like unlike Dragon Adventures and Creatures of Scenario, which has their own little niche kind of charm to it. These other games just feels like a money-hungry stretch for the company to expand on. So I'm not even sure who the hell like the company has playing these games and genuinely enjoying it and not for the grind. Maybe like 10-year-olds, but whatever the case is, it is to be expected. You've made a company that's kind of latched onto the concept of make updates, make revenue, care little about community opinion, and just expand, expand, expand. It's such an industrialized like concept and like just motive on the producers and the developers part. These games, I don't know why they make it sound so sentimental, like someone's gonna die. Like, okay, 3 of your shitty games that are just revamps of your more popular games is dying, are dying. So whatever. But here's my thought: maybe if you haven't just expanded and just focused on the current games you are trying to lead, I think that would have been way better than trying to touch your toes in different pools and see what floats or whatnot. Because you can clearly tell that even though you're a company and you have like employees and volunteers and whatnot, you're clearly not able to handle these updates, handle these things, because even money hungry people who wants nothing but revenue and relevancy, at some point you're gonna exhaust yourself. And it's no surprise that this has actually finally happened. And honestly, I'm gonna have to say this. I don't say this because I hate Twin Atlas. I'm glad that their games are kind of dying and fading into irrelevancy. I really hope no fucking like gang of kids and teenagers suddenly want to keep these games alive, because let them die. Like, they weren't meant for this world anyways. Why are we keeping it alive? It's like putting like a fucking dying person on steroids on their deathbed. Like, let them die already. They're not gonna live anymore. Just let it be. But that aside, I am low key worried. I don't play Creatures Scenario like anymore. Like, I barely touch the game, but it still have some sentimental value to me because I've met awesome people who've made this kind of channel built on this. So I do have some sentiments to, the game. So it is gonna be sad if this same effect happens to Creature of Scenario. Most likely it won't, because this shit is like revenuing and giving them a shit ton of money. So most likely they will have almost all their focus in it. I'm worried eventually it might happen. So Creature of Scenario, advice from a random player: stop expanding, focus, and improve on the quality, not the quantity. And really, like, I get it. As a business perspective, you need to expand to profit and whatnot. But sometimes, like, you're grabbing too many things that you can't hold. So at some point, just know your limits, and yeah, just be a better business practicing studio, or whatever the case is. Thank you so much for watching. Tell me your thoughts. What do you think about this whole shenanigan? Are you a part of the sad people who are gonna look at this and cry over how terrible it is that they're losing like their fucking games or whatever? Like, honestly, who the fuck even plays Griffin's Destiny? Like, Wild Wolves? What the hell? But yeah, are you one of those people whining over it, or are you the people who are celebrating right now? Or whatever the case is, tell me your thoughts below. And yeah, that's about it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, folks.